Yes, good morning students. Today we are going to learn about the problems in ratio and applications in chapter 6. So see, we already discussed about the definition of a ratio and how it is written, how it is read as, what is the first term, what is the second term, why we are using the ratios in the previous video. So see the problems here on the ratio and its applications. In our day-to-day life, we use ratios. So what is the ratio of 100 rupees and rupees 10? Express your answer in the simplest form. Ratio is nothing but the comparison of two quantities of same units. Here it is 100 rupees and here it is 10 rupees. So there is no problem to find the ratio, same units, that is rupees, it is in rupees. So solution for this is ratio of 100 rupees and 10 rupees is 100 is to 10. This is to. This is read as is to. 100 is to 10 can be written as in the fractional form 100 by 10. So cancel 1 0 to 0. So the remaining 10 by 1. So this can be written as 10 by 1 can be written as 10 is to 1. So this is the simplest form of 100 rupees and 10 rupees. Simplest form. Simplest form is 10 is to 1. So see here in the second problem, Sudha has 5 rupees of money with Radha is 3 times the money with Sudha. How many times? 3 times the money with Sudha. How much money does Radha have? The questions are, what is the ratio of Radha's money and Sudha's money? Ratio between Radha money and Sudha money. Now the second question in this is, what is the ratio of Sudha's money and Radha's money? So see here how to solve this problem. So first, as per given data, given Sudha has how much amount? 5 rupees. Sudha has 5 rupees of money, where Radha has 3 times of Sudha's money, that is 3 into 5, 15 rupees. So Radha has 15 rupees and Sudha has 5 rupees of money. Now what we have to find is the first bit. What is the ratio of Radha's money and Sudha's money? So in ratio, we already discussed it. Ratio order is very important. So first of all, here the Radha's money is required, and the second one is Sudha's money. So we have to maintain the order. So ratio of Radha's money and Sudha's money, amount of Radha by amount of Sudha. So amount of Radha, how much? Radha has 15, Sudha has 5 rupees. So 5 ones are 5 3s are 3 by 1. This 3 by 1 fractional form can be written as 3 is to 1. 3 is to 1. Next, second we will see. What is the ratio of Sudha's money and Radha's money? So here the first one is Sudha's money. We have to maintain the order here. So the amount of Sudha by amount of Radha has. Amount of Sudha has 5 rupees. Amount of Radha has 15 rupees. So 5 ones are 5 3s are 1 by 3. So this is 1 is to 3. Simple reverse ratio of the first problem. See here, 3 is to 1. The reverse ratio of 3 is to 1 is 1 is to 3. See here, Third question. Divide 96 chocolates between Raju and Ravi in the ratio 5:7. 96 చాక్లెట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఈ 96 చాక్లెట్స్ ని రాజుకి రవికి ఏ రేషియోలో వీటిని డివైడ్ చేయాలి? 5:7. అంటే 5 పార్ట్స్ రాజుకి, 7 పార్ట్స్ రవికి మనం డివైడ్ చేయాలి. సో టోటల్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ చాక్లెట్స్ is equal to 96. Ratio to divide the chocolates is equal to 5:7. 5 parts to Raju and 7 parts to Ravi. Total number of parts. Any parts is మొత్తం ఎన్ని parts ఉంది? So 5 plus 7 is equal to 12 parts ఉంది. So chocolates to be divided to Raju and chocolates to be divided to Ravi is Raju's part is equal to ratio of any parts Raju divide చేస్తున్నాం 5 parts. Total number of parts 12. So 5/12 into total number of chocolates 96. 12 ones are 12, 8. 5 into 8, 40 chocolates. So Ravi's part. So Ravi's ratio, how many parts? 7 parts. Total number of parts 12 into 96. 12 ones are 12, 8. 7 into 8, 56. So Raju got 40 chocolates and Ravi got 56 chocolates. Raju got 40 chocolates. Ravi got 56 chocolates. సో ఈ రకంగా మనము ఏదైనా కానీ, అది అమౌంట్ కానీ లేదా చాక్లెట్స్ కానీ ఇంకా ఏదైనా కానీ ఇద్దరు వ్యక్తులకి, ముగ్గురు వ్యక్తులకి ఇట్లా డివైడ్ చేయమన్నప్పుడు ఆ టోటల్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పార్ట్స్ ఇంటూ అది ఏదైతే ఇచ్చారో, ఇక్కడ చాక్లెట్స్ ఇచ్చారు కాబట్టి ఇంటూ చాక్లెట్స్ వేసి మనం డివైడ్ చేసాం. సో ఇన్ దిస్ వే వీ కెన్ డూ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్స్. సీ ద ఫోర్త్ వన్. The length of a line segment AB is 38 cm. A point X on it divides it in the ratio 9:10. 9:10. Find the lengths of the line segment AX and XB. Here it is a line segment AB of length 38 centimeters in total. This point X divides this line segment AB in 2 parts. In the ratio 9:10, that means 9 parts and 10 parts. So now we have to find the length of the line segment AX and the line segment XB. We have to find this length and we have to find this length by using the ratio. See here, the solution for this one is given length of the line segment. Length of the line segment is equal to 38 centimeters. So this point X divides it in the ratio 9:10. So ratio in which the point X divides is equal to 9:10. That means how many parts? 9 plus 10, 19 parts. So now we have to find the length of the line segment AX. Length of line segment AX is equal to, this is 9 parts. 9 parts. So 9 by total number of parts 19 into length of the line segment 38 centimeters. So 19 ones are 19 twos are 9 twos are 18 centimeters. So this length is 18 centimeters. Now length of line segment XB is equal to XB. How many parts? 10 parts. Total number of parts 19 into 38. 19 ones are 19 twos are 10 into 2 20 centimeters. 20 centimeters. So this length XB length is 20 centimeters and this length AX is 18 centimeters. One, a sum of 1,60,000 rupees is divided in the ratio 3:5. What is the smaller share? So this amount 1,60,000 rupees is divided into two parts, that is 3 parts and 5 parts. That is given in the form of ratio 3:5. So what is the smaller ratio? What is the amount? So we have to see. The solution for this one is given sum is equal to 1,60,000 rupees. 1,60,000 rupees. Ratio in which it is divided 3:5. So obviously here it is 3 parts and it is 5 parts, so we have to find a smaller share. So total number of parts is equal to 3 plus 5, 8 parts. So the bigger share, this is 5 parts is obviously it is big one and 3 parts is the smaller share. So bigger share is equal to 5 by total number of parts 8 into the amount 1,60,000 rupees. So I am calculating with 8. 8 ones are 8 twos are 16, remaining zeros. So 8 twos are 16, remaining zeros. So 5 into 20,000. 5 into 20,000, nothing but 1 lakh. Now the smaller share. The smaller share is 3 parts only. So 3 by total number of parts. 8 into 1,60,000. See, 8 ones are 8 twos are 16 and the remaining 4 zeros. So 3 into 20,000. So 60,000 rupees. The smaller share is 60,000 rupees. See, to make a green paint, a painter mixes yellow paint and blue paint in the ratio of 3:2. If he used 12 liters of yellow paint, how much blue paint did he use? See here, green color paint. To make green color paint తయారు చేయాలనుకున్నాడు ఒక పెయింట్. దానికోసం ఏం చేశాడు? yellow paint ప్లస్ ఇంకా బ్లూ పెయింట్. ఈ గ్రీన్ కలర్ పెయింట్ తయారు చేయడం కోసం yellow కలర్ పెయింట్ బ్లూ కలర్ పెయింట్ మిక్స్ చేశాడు. ఎన్ని పార్ట్స్ లో మిక్స్ చేశాడు? ఇదేమో 3 parts లో మిక్స్ చేశాడు, ఇదేమో 2 parts లో మిక్స్ చేశాడు. సో ఇక్కడ the question is reversed to this previous problems. That is, if he used 12 liters of yellow paint, మనకి ఇచ్చేసాడు ముందే ఆన్సర్. 12 liters of petrol, 12 liters of yellow paint యూజ్ చేశాడు. How much blue paint did he use? See, the solution for this is given ratio of yellow paint and blue paint is equal to 3:2. గ్రీన్ కలర్ తయారు చేయాలంటే 3 పార్ట్స్ ఎల్లో తీసుకుంటుంది, 2 పార్ట్స్ బ్లూ తీసుకుంటుంది. సో ఎంత ఎల్లో పెయింట్ యూజ్ చేసిండు? యూజ్డ్ ఎల్లో పెయింట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 12 లీటర్స్. ఎన్ని లీటర్స్ యూజ్ చేసిండు? 12 లీటర్స్. యాక్చువల్లీ ఇక్కడ ఎల్లో పెయింట్ ఎన్ని పార్ట్స్ ఉంది? 3 పార్ట్స్. సో 3 పార్ట్స్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 12 లీటర్స్ అయితే 1 part is equal to ఎంత అవుతుంది? సో 12/3 is equal to 4 liters. 1 part ఎంత అవుతుంది? 12 liters అవుతుంది. So in this same manner we have to find the how much blue paint did he use. Blue paint ఎన్ని లీటర్స్ యూజ్ చేసిన అని తెలవడం కోసం మనం ఇక్కడ ఒక పార్ట్ కనుక్కున్నాం. బ్లూ పెయింట్ ఎన్ని పార్ట్స్ ఉంది? నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ parts of blue paint is equal to 2 parts into. So 1 part is equal to 4 liters. So 2 parts is equal to 2 into 4, 8 liters. So 8 liters of blue paint is required. Okay. So in this way we can do these problems of ratio and applications in the exercise 1.